Hi everyone, my name is Asad Salman. I'm one of the co-leaders along with Julian for the Business Management 2020 to 24 TedPack. And I know that this is an incredibly strange time. For many of you, it's probably your first ever university experience. And to be going at it virtual it can be pretty overwhelming, especially getting to know the ins and outs of all of the different apps and the programs you're going to use. So I thought I would help you guys out by making this short tutorial on how to use Discord, how to navigate it, and specifically how to navigate the server that we as first year students in TRSM have access to. Now the link to join the server should either be attached somewhere alongside this video, or if it isn't, don't worry, Julie and I will most likely send that out to you guys very soon. And if you don't, feel free to bother me until we do actually send it out. So now that's out of the way. To start with, this right here is the Discord app. Now, you can access it either on your laptops or even on your mobile devices. There's an actual app for Discord, whichever way you prefer. I'm going to be showing you guys how to use it from a laptop. So here on this left-hand side of the screen, or sorry, all the way to the left to begin with, this part of the screen, this very thin bar. Here, you can see all of the different Discord servers that you're actually a member of. At the top left is the home button to return home and look at your individual direct messages with other people. Now, this is a server that we eventually want to get every one of you to join. It's the first year TRSM official server fit for business. So once you've joined the server, you will just click its icon on the left side here, and that'll take you to the page for the server. Now when you're on this page, on this side, directly to the right of the server list, you'll see a list of all of the channels and the headings for the categories of the channels in this section here. For example, here we see General. We know it's a category because it has this little arrow next to it, and when the arrow is pointing inwards into the channel name, that's showing that it's currently hiding all of the channels inside. If you were to left click it once, that would show all of the channels inside. In this case, we see General Chat, Q&A, Games and Entertainment, and Socials. And we can click it again to hide all of the channels that are inside of that heading. An important thing to note is that there are actually two types of channels as well. There are voice channels, where you communicate to other people on the server inside of that specific channel using your voice. You can share your screen, or you can actually share a video of yourself, I believe, if you wanted to. Not that you're under any obligation to do that. The second type of channel is a text channel, where, as the name implies, you're just going to be talking to people by typing out your messages. You can reply with little emotes and things like that. So let me just show you some examples of those. So once again, going back to our general category, we click it to see all of the different channels inside. If we go to the general chat, for example, we can see that I've actually been sending some messages. And so this is a text channel. You communicate just by typing out your message. Hi, how are you guys doing? Things like that. And when you're inside of this text channel, you can react to messages by hovering over them. For example, this message I just sent thanking Sumaya for her help with this video. I would hover over this message, and then if I keep going to the right, I'll see this smiley face that has a little plus sign in the top right. And if I hover over it, it'll say add reaction. So I click that once, I can see all the reactions, add whichever one I feel is appropriate, or if someone else has already reacted, like Sumaya has done here, I would just click this to add another copy of that reaction. And the important thing here is, how do we actually differentiate between this text channel, or the second type of channel that I haven't shown you yet, voice channels? Well, if we see here, keep in mind we're in the general chat channel, and the way that these are distinguished on this server, at least, is there is a hashtag to the left of the channel's name. If we can see here, we're in general chat, but to the left we see the hashtag. And we also see that in the channels list. And what that tells us is that this channel is a text channel. Okay, so now that we've got that, what will a voice channel look like? Well, if we go down, we can see the heading for socials, or sorry, excuse me, the heading for voice channels. Now I'm gonna click on voice channels to show all of the channels underneath that heading. And now we see here voice room 1, voice room 2. And the way we know that these are channels where you communicate via voice chat is that, once again, all the way to the left, we'll see a symbol here. However, it's not a hashtag anymore. Now it looks like a speaker, or a volume symbol, whatever you want to call it. So when we click on that, we can now see that I have joined the channel. And the way this is shown is that you'll actually see my name underneath the channel. So you can see me underneath this channel. That's indicating that I'm in the voice channel. Now, what are your sort of controls when you're in here? When you're in the voice channel, you can mute yourself in case you don't want other people to be able to hear you talking, or if something is happening in your environment, wherever you may be, you can mute yourself. If you just go all the way to the bottom near your name, go to the right, there's a little microphone symbol. Click that once, mute yourself. Click it again, unmute yourself. You can tell you're muted because where your name is underneath the channel, to the right, you'll see that same microphone icon, but with a line going through it. That indicates that you're muted. There's also a second option next to the microphone. Hover over this, and you'll see it says deafen. What deafen will do, if I press it, I will no longer be able to hear anyone else in the same voice channel as me, and they will not be able to hear me. If we go back to my name underneath the channel, we'll see again that I have the muted icon, so I've been muted after I click deafen, and I also have the symbol for headphones, but with a line through it, indicating that I cannot hear what other people in this voice channel are saying to me. Okay, great. So now we know the different type of channels and a little bit of the basics of how to use them. Now let's go into, oh, sorry, one last thing for voice channels. Something that I really struggled with when first using Discord was, how do I leave a voice channel? Because in a text channel, it's fine. You can just stay in here forever, and it doesn't really matter. But in a voice channel, if you're not muted, or you're not deafened, you'd constantly be hearing people speak, or they would constantly be hearing you speak if they're in the same voice channel as you. So the way you leave is, above your name, where it says voice connected, you go to the right of that, and you look for what looks like the landline receiver, and it has an X in the top right. You hover over this, and it will tell you that it says disconnect. So, if we click that once, you can see that I'm no longer underneath the voice room 1 channel, meaning I've disconnected. I don't have to worry no one can hear me anymore. I won't be able to hear other people that are in that channel. We've disconnected. Now that we've covered these different types of channels and everything, there's actually two pretty important things that you need to do when you first join this server, the Fit for Business server. So if we look at the headings, one of them near the top actually says roles. If we click that heading again to see the channels underneath it, which I'm sure you guys are comfortable with by now, you see there's two channels. Both of them are text channels, as we see with the hashtags. One for TedPacks and one for programs. So what I want you to do is go into TedPacks. Now when you get here, you'll see a bunch of different things. And what you're going to be doing is assigning yourself a role that tells everyone on the server which TedPack you are a part of. Now for us, we are Business Management 2020 to 24, and Business Management is shown by BM. So if we scroll down, we don't want AF, we don't want Accounting and Finance, but here it started becoming Business Management. So we scroll down until we find the one that we want. We got it. Here. Business Management 2020 to 24. And what we see next to it is a little emoji. Now what you want to do is, underneath this message there'll be a bar with all of these different emojis showing that people have reacted to this message. What you want to do is find the emoji for our TedPack, which looks like this one here. It's this little, I guess if you hover over, it'll say disappointed. We're the disappointed emoji. Can't help it. You go to the bottom, you find where it is. I've already clicked it, so it's highlighted here. But for you guys, this is what it looked like. You find the disappointed emoji, you click it once to add your reaction to it, and then the way you can tell that you've done this correctly is on the left side, the very left side where your server list is, you'll see that you've gotten 2 notifications, this red circle, 2 mentions from this bot. You click it, and you'll see that ignore all of this, we're only focusing on this. For you guys, if it's your first time clicking the message, you'll just see this message saying that inside of the first year TRSM official server fit for business, which is our first year Ryerson server, you have been given the role of Business Management 2020 to 24, which means now you've successfully joined our TedPack in the server. Now why this is important is, on the server, every TedPack actually has their own text channel and their own voice chat channel. So once you've joined, towards the bottom of the channels list, you'll see a heading now, after you've joined, for Business Management 2020-24. Click that heading and you'll see our own TedPack text channel. You can see myself and Julian have been talking on there. We'd love to hear from you guys. And there's a voice chat channel as well down here. Now that was just one of them. There's also one more role you need to select. So going back to the roles header, there's a second one for program. Now it's the same sort of process. You look for business management. We see the symbol next to it is the blue it's the blue icon. So once again, we look for where everyone has added their reactions. We look for the blue icon and you click it. And once again, let me just demonstrate. So it'll look like this for you guys. You click your role and then you'll get a message from the same bot saying now, for the first year TRSM Fit for Business server, you have been given the role of business management. So now, everyone on the server knows that you are a business management student and they know which TedPack you're in, and you also have access to your own TedPack's text channel and voice channels. Now there's just one last thing that I want to cover very quickly, otherwise I think we've gotten pretty much everything important. The last thing is notifications. Now, if we actually expand this TRSM heading, we can see there's a bunch of different text channels. And it can be pretty annoying if you're constantly getting notified every time someone posts something in hospitality and tourism management, but we're business management. We don't want to hear about that junk. So what you can do is, once again, just right-click. So hover over the channel you don't want to hear anymore, right-click it, hover over notification settings, and originally I believe you'll be on use server default. You can go down and click so it's only mentions. This is personal preference, this is what I've chosen to do. So now the only time I'll get notified of any message in hospitality tourism management is if someone specifically mentions me, which I actually want to cover right now. If the way you mention someone is you use the @ symbol, similar to Instagram if you've used that, and then you type in whatever their username is on Discord. For me, my username is just my first name, Asad, A-S-A-D. So if you wanted to mention me, or yeah, if you wanted to mention me, you type in @ and then AS, and you'll even see lists of people popping up. So you can either click me or finish typing it out, and then that'll give me a mention. So if you ever need to reach someone, maybe urgently, or you know this person specifically has an answer to somebody's question, you can give them a mention, which tells them that someone has specifically wrote their name, and then you can type out whatever it is you need regarding that person, and they'll be far more likely to actually check that message and read it properly. That's what it'll look like. And if you get mentioned, you'll see this sort of yellow bar that indicates where you've been mentioned. For example, Julian mentioned me up here, so I see this yellow bar and I immediately think, okay, someone has mentioned me. They're asking me a question, or they want to talk about something directly with me. So I look at the message, I see it, and I responded. Now, you can also do private messages in Discord. The way that works is from this server, the Fit for Business server, if I want to private message, say, Julian, I would right-click the image of his name, and I would say, message. I'd click that, and then you see this is the beginning of your direct message history, and you can private message them. And remember what I said at the start, on your home page, you can actually see a list of all of your private messages. So here you can see all of your direct messages. For example, if I go to Sumaya, who helped me with this video, see, she's thrown me a mention, so I immediately see that this is a pretty important message. I check it out. Or she could private message me with a mention telling me, you know, I might be late for class or whatever it is. So yeah, you can talk to people one-on-one. It doesn't have to be with the entire server. And that's just for mentions. For general notifications, you'll see, for example, if we look at this, the School of Accounting and Finance text channel, to the left there's this white semicircle. That means I have unread messages in that channel. So if I click on it, I'll actually see that here, since September 11th, 2020, all of the messages below this are new. So I haven't read any of these messages. So that's pretty much how you navigate Discord. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me about them. I'll try my best to help them. Again, I'm no expert. My first year in Ryerson 2, I haven't been using Discord that long, but oh, one last thing that I want to mention, swear I'm done after this. If you go all the way up to important heading, you'll see that the creator of this server has actually made a guide for Discord. So definitely check this out as well. This covers different things that I haven't gone into here. So yeah, again, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Look forward to meeting all of you.